Okay, so if you found this song very interesting, then I think this is going to be a band for you. Today I'm going to introduce to you a funk band named Ginger. My boyfriend plays the percussion for this band since they started about 10 months ago, and I also know each band member as a friend and have attended every single one of their shows. I was thinking that this would be an interesting thing for you because I assume all of you listen to music, correct? Yeah? Okay. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people listen to hip-hop, R&B, pop, stuff like that. So I wanted to give you guys a different type of genre like funk. If anybody has heard of funk? Has anybody heard of funk? Okay, so I'll give you another nice little band so you guys can listen to. It's really funky. First, I'm going to start off by introducing you to every single person in the band, and then I'll explain how they got formed, and lastly discuss their success in starting their band. First, I'm going to introduce to you all the band members of the band and their past musical experience based on personal interviews that I have with them. The first person I'm going to talk about is Naaman Norris. He's the one right in the front, right there. Naaman Norris is the singer of the band. He's 33 years old, and he comes up with the structure of all the songs that they have. Also, he's never had any musical instruction for his voice, so all of this is natural. His voice is very natural. The next person I'm going to talk about, some of you may know him if you guys like underground hip-hop, is Sinai Silla. Sinai Silla is a rapper for the band. Currently, he hasn't been doing anything for us because he is on tour with his other group, Binary Star. Has anybody heard of Binary Star? Yeah? Okay, cool. If you ever want to see him live, he's a real cool person, and he's in our band. So, he is about 32 years old, and he doesn't really do much of the structure of the song. He just basically listens to what Naaman comes up with, and then he puts his rap on top of it. So that's Sinai Silla, a nice little thing if you read his name backwards. Can you guys read it backwards? Does anybody see what that says?
Olive.
Mine. Just to let you guys know, a nice little interesting fact about them. It's not really his name, but
all is mine.
All is mine. The next one is Bronson Wila. Bronson Wila is the percussionist for the band, and he normally plays drums, but they already had a drummer, so he was like, hey, let me try percussion, I could do that. He played in the band for Cal State Fullerton College, and Mount Sac when he was in college there. And he's 21 years old right now, and he's also played at the Disney Concert Hall, which is a place that you really have to get invited to play there, because only the most prestigious groups can play there, so he's done that before. Then we have Chris Holopaugh. Chris Holopaugh is originally a guitarist, but it's a lot harder to find a good bassist than to actually find a good guitarist, because there's a lot of people out there who play guitar opposed to bass. So he's a bassist for the band, and he's a multi-instrumentalist. He plays guitar, bass, piano, percussion, and saxophone. At 11 years old, he was invited to play the saxophone for the Mount San Antonio College, and he's also 21 years old. Then we have Jerry Dute. Yes, that is his real last name, Jerry Dute. And he is the drummer for the band. He's also in a band called Letters Burning, which they toured and played in 2 Warped Tours. So he's actually a pretty good drummer. He's mostly a punk and a rock drummer, but he learned how to play funk because he wanted to be in the band. So that's Jerry. Our next one is Alex Zudin. Alex Zudin, he plays keyboards for the band, and he's trained for 14 years in Russia. He is, I'm not going to say illegal, but he came over here to play music, so he could do that. But he's been in Russia for the whole rest of his life. He's 24 years old. Our last one is the oldest. This one is Chris Murphy. He's 36 years old, and he plays the guitar for the band, and he's been playing guitar for about 22 years now. Okay? So now that I have introduced to you the band, I'm going to tell you how the band was formed. Okay. So first off, Naaman and Jerry, the drummer and the singer, they were roommates, and they decided to form a band, so they posted an ad on Craigslist. Everybody loves Craigslist, right? So Chris Holopaugh, the bassist, he was the first one to audition for the band, and originally he auditioned as a guitarist, and he made it in. Then Naaman had the idea of having a rapper, and so he knew Sinai Silla, Ross Raw, because they were in jail together and they were friends for a very long time. So from that, he called him up and was like, hey, you want to come to our band? And Sinai Silla was like, okay. But that happened. But they had trouble finding a good bassist, so Chris, the guitarist, he decided to learn how to play because it was easier to find a guitarist than a good bassist. So he's never played bass before until this band, so it took him 2 weeks to master it, and he's actually really, really good. So then they found all those people, and so then they found another guitarist from Craigslist, which was Chris Murphy, and that's how they started. They didn't get really enough gigs because people didn't think they were as funky as they should have been, so they decided to get a keyboardist and a percussionist, and Alex actually knew Chris, and Chris also knew Bronson, so that's how they got together. Alright, okay, at this moment I'm going to talk to you about their recent success. Okay, so Ginger has been a very successful band for only being together for 10 months. They started at the beginning of this year, and they actually have been doing a lot of stuff. The first thing that they did was they play a lot of stuff on Sunset Boulevard. They played at the Whiskey, at the Roxy, and they're actually a reoccurring act at the Key Club. They actually got a contract. Every 2 months they have to play there, and they get paid, and they don't have to sell tickets. I know a lot of bands have to sell like 40 tickets in order to actually play at a venue. They don't have to do that. They actually, at the Key Club, does anybody know Two Live Crew? Yeah. They opened up for Two Live Crew at the Key Club, so that's how big they are, I guess you can say. They're tiny big. They were also, they just recently got back from a week's tour around Northern California. They had a gig every single day, and they were just around Northern California. They also were invited to play at the SoCal Rock Fest 2009, which was in February. And that was kind of a funny little thing because everybody was emo, rock, punk, and then here's this funk band that everyone was like, well, that's interesting because everyone heard like, ah, like all this loud music, and then here comes this like funky group, and then they actually did really, really well. They've also played 3 shows for parties hosted by Jason Reitman, which is the director of Juno, and he even signed their song Angel City to be on like the main song for the next independent film, so that's pretty good for them. And this past, well not this past Friday night, but on October 2nd they played at that bar lounge church. Did you guys hear about church? It's right there off of Commonwealth. They're actually going to play again on November 5th if you guys want to see them. So they have that. They played there. And they don't have a CD. They have a demo tape. So right now they're taking a little break. So they're going to make their CD and then they're going to try to get a little bit bigger. So Ginger's hard work and dedication got them to where they are today. And they will only continue to strive. So today I have introduced to you the members of the band, told you the story of how they got started, and informed you on the past and upcoming events. So, since you've learned a little bit about Ginger, they would like you to have some of their CDs for free. Yes, for free. So here you go. And just go ahead and listen to it. Tell me if you like them or not. And I'm not trying to, tell you to listen to me. You don't have to. You can throw it away if you want. So yeah. Here you go. I don't have enough. Oh, that's excellent. Alright, so this is Ginger, and I hope you guys enjoyed my speech. They're really funky bands if you guys want to listen to them. Oh, here you go. I thought I put an extra one there.
Thank you.
So, thank you, and listen to your CD.